For over 4 years, Coding for Veterans has helped those who served this country land fulfilling jobs in the IT sector when their military career is over. Through a partnership with the University of Ottawa, they deliver industry-certified education online. Well, the team is now expanding into the United States and announcing their presence in the famous Rose Parade in California, leading up, of course, to the iconic Rose Bowl, where their float will be the only Canadian entry, it seems. For more on what Coding for Veterans is all about, I want to bring in the Executive Director, Jeff Musson, and artillery gunner turned IT professional, Andrew Kennedy. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us.
Thanks, Anthony. Great to be here.
Well, Jeff, I want to start with you. Tell me a little bit more about this program, how it came to be, and how military veterans came to be the focus.
Yeah, so really, Coding for Veterans helps Canada's military veterans retrain for jobs in software development and cybersecurity. The program's delivered 100% online through the University of Ottawa. And in Canada, there is over 150,000 IT jobs projected to go unfilled in the next 12 to 18 months. And really, when you look at the soft skill set of someone in the military, things such as attention to detail, leadership, teamwork, that's part of the DNA of the military. And so it makes for a very great fit for the best employees in the tech industry to really have that military training and background.
It seems like, as you mentioned, the perfect fit and a huge opportunity is not just in this country, but around the world. So Andrew, tell me what this has meant for you.
A lot of very frustrating hours spent in front of a computer trying to make code run properly. No, it's been a fantastic experience from the very day that I found out about Coding for Veterans, which was actually a bit of an accident. It was a Facebook group that a military Facebook group. A couple people happened to be mentioning this program that no one had really heard of before called Coding for Veterans. I'd always had an interest in getting into IT and learning more about technology. I was out of the military by just a couple of years at that point, and so I went through the process. I went through the interview, and before I knew it, I was in front of a computer, and I was learning, and I haven't stopped since.
And Jeff, I mean, coding it's permeated almost all aspects of our society now. It's so ubiquitous in many ways. But for those who don't know, describe, and you touched on this a little bit at the beginning with cybersecurity, but touch on more on the applications and how important this is.
Yeah, so it's very important. In fact, as our economy continues to grow, virtually all companies are now IT based. And so the skills that individuals learn in this program really relate to the jobs that are out there. So whether it be software development, or in the case of cybersecurity, a cybersecurity analyst, or working in a security operations center, the beauty of the program is you also rate your industry certification exams. And that's what really employers are looking for in today's marketplace.
And I suppose, Andrew, as well, the transition when one leaves military life, a lot of people are just looking for something, looking for a landing spot. And not only is this, I would suspect, a great opportunity professionally, but just in terms of learning a new skill in many cases. And you kind of joked about this, of how challenging it was. But was the learning curve so large that it seemed a little overwhelming, or was this something you grasp pretty quickly?
For me, myself, I've always had a bit of a head for technology, so I maybe grasped it a little bit quicker than some might. But all the programs that we currently have running all start with what is called IT Essentials. And I joke that that's like the basic training of IT. You learn everything about how to open a computer, put it together, what are all the parts, why do they make the computer work, how do you plug things into a computer so now that you can make a computer work with a keyboard, a mouse, how do you support printers, how do you support cell phones? And then from there, it just builds and builds and builds. So it's not like you're coming in expecting to already have a bit of a ground floor knowledge base. One of the great elements of the program is how you can all work as a group and go through labs together and go through exercises together. So although it's online based, it's not like you ever feel like you're isolated in doing it by yourself.
Now, Jeff, do military benefits, does that help at least alleviate some of the costs for people?
In fact, it eliminates just about 100% of the cost. So Veterans Affairs has a program called the Education Transition Benefit. And if veterans qualify for that by releasing after 2006 and putting in a minimum of 6 years, that's the funding that will pay 100% of the tuition to the University of Ottawa with the program.
Well, it's a huge opportunity for a lot of people, not just in this country, but as I mentioned in the intro, in the United States now as you expand. So best of luck to you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us and providing a little more information on this program. Coding for Veterans. As Jeff Musson, the Executive Director, and Andrew Kennedy, now an IT professional, military veteran as well. Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Have a great one.